challenge now will be, and it's a big challenge, convincing a judge to throw out that murder charge. I want to bring in Pascal Beauboeuf. We're big fans of his true crime podcast, The Pascal Show. He's been closely following the Karen Read case from the beginning. All right. Pascal, what did you make of this today? I mean, I didn't quite see it coming. And the fact that the defense was able to get this insider information and now says that they wanted, that they were going to vote not guilty on the murder charge. Were you surprised?
Honestly, I mean, I think everybody was surprised. I mean, it stopped the whole world. Any person that's been following this case is appalled, surprised, or very disappointed. Whichever way they're looking at it, everyone's now just at the edge of their seat going, how is the defense going to prove without a shadow of a doubt that the jury was indeed unanimous on 2 charges, 2 out of the 3? It's a big hill to climb, Brian. It's a very big hill to climb.
This has been one of those cases, Pascal, where people are so fired up on social media. I mean, you've been in the middle of some of it. How do you think people are going to react to a new trial here? I mean, like, are people on the edge of their seat? Are they wanting a new trial? Do they just want it to get tossed out? What's your sense?
Well, let me ask you this, Brian. Do you want another trial? Are you ready for another trial? No, in all seriousness, I think everybody just wanted, I think a lot of people were really disappointed with the mistrial. I think a lot of people wanted to just be either guilty or not guilty on all 3 and just be able to move on with their lives and let her have justice, or, let her be exonerated, or let her, receive justice. So, yeah, I think for it to go to do another retrial or another trial like this all over again, I know it's going to be very, very tough, I think, for a lot of people that are supporters and that have been watching this trial since a couple months ago.
You've been following all the ins and outs. I mean, look, I get where the defense is going with this, and it's very interesting that they were able to get that insider information from the jurors. But do you think a judge would actually throw out the murder charge? I mean, is there a real possibility of that based on what you've been hearing?
I have to say, I wonder how they would do it. How would they be able to prove that there was a unanimous decision, right? A unanimous verdict on these 2 counts? Are they going to bring the jurors back in again and recount or something? I just don't know what the procedure is. So I'm kind of sitting at the edge of my seat, like I said before, and just seeing what the courts are really going to do next here, because it could be anything right now, Brian.
There was some other news today, Pascal. The state trooper Michael Proctor testified. Remember all the drama with him. The new news today with him is he was suspended without pay. We knew that he was getting suspended. We didn't necessarily know the full without pay part of the story. It is kind of interesting in all of this. He's the one who's actually suffered the most punishment so far.
Yeah, he really did show, and it did show that he was very, very corrupt.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's coming for him. It's not there enough, though. I mean, yes, he's been suspended without pay as of late, but I want to hear him getting resigned or him stepping down, something of that sort. A suspension without pay is not good enough for me, in my personal opinion. But as far as him getting the worst of it all, I think that justice will come. Truth and transparency will come to whoever did this to John O'Keefe, and hopefully it comes in the very, very near future.
What does your audience think, though? Because you're someone who has an interesting pulse on what's going on, because you're so involved with the people following it all. I mean, what do they think?
Well, I got to be honest. My audience is pretty straight down the middle. And it's been bad. I mean, some people are it's all very passionate people, yeah. Right? Everybody's very, very emotional about this particular case. Either it's corruption or it's she did this thing. Yeah, I mean, it's just so split down the middle right now. It's interesting, but they've been playing it pretty nice with each other, with both sides. They've been agreeing to disagree, for lack of a better term. I know outside of my little internet bubble, it gets a little bit more volatile.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.